interesting. Then I thought about it.
2966. Same hole, 2952. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a special range video. I am really excited to show you this gun. This, guys, is the Weatherby Model 307 Alpine CT, chambered in one of my favorite cartridges, the 300 Weatherby Magnum. This is the Model 307 Alpine CT. First off, this is a Peak 44 stock. If you want to come up and take a quick look at it, it's all carbon fiber. Really nice stock. This gun comes in at 6.4 pounds in 300 Weatherby Magnum. That's quite a bit of recoil. Thankfully, it comes with this brake, which I've heard really good things about that brake. This is the Model 307, so it's a Remington 700 clone action. Okay, again, chambered in 300 Weatherby Magnum. This barrel, I've heard amazing things about it. I'm really excited to shoot it. This is a carbon fiber BSF barrel, and then it is free floated with this gun. Okay, it does come with a Trigger Tech trigger. From the factory, it's probably around 3 pounds. You can set it down to like 2, but really crisp, really nice trigger. And then the owner of the rifle, he got the Athlon Aries BTR Gen 3. It's a 4.5 to, let me double check this. Yeah, 27, okay, 50 millimeter objective lens. Really nice scope. Really looking forward to see what it can do with the Weatherby Factory ammo. We're gonna be shooting the Weatherby Factory ammo 200 grain ELD-X. And then at the end, we're gonna do a ladder test with the 180 grain TTSX with N560. Hey guys, it's the next morning. We're headed to the range. On top of shooting the Model 307 Alpine CT, we're gonna finish up or continue the really awesome 30-06 with the 175 Terminal Ascent. We're hoping we're gonna get some better groups. I'm gonna back off the velocity a bit. And then the owner of the Model 307 Alpine CT, he loves Mark V Deluxes, so I brought my Weatherby Mark V Deluxe just so he can see it and he can shoot it. Should be a really fun day at the range. Taking the very first shots in the Weatherby Model 307 factory ammo. This is the 200 grain ELD-X. Should be going 3,000 feet per second, but this has a 24-inch barrel. Wow, 3,011, even with the 24-inch barrel. All right, he's going to shoot a group with the factory ammo. Very first group. We are 2943. 2945. 2951. Real quick, this is pretty good from Weatherby ammo. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Average velocity 2946, SD of 4.5. All right, guys, for those that have been waiting, back to 30-06 with the Terminal Ascent with N550, 175 Terminal Ascent. 2824. I woke up real. 28. All right, not too bad. All right, not too bad. Let's sub him away.
Was it white or was it
average velocity 2819, SD of 9.
They also have the No King's Road test.
She said she got called in. They had 2. Wow. Done. She just could crank stuff out. Anyway, so she gets the thing is where that Paul wanted to make sure that it's.
Then the owner of the rifle, Blake, shot that. That's a little under sub MOA, pretty good. And then I just shot that. Barely on paper, we're gonna adjust the scope, but that's another sub MOA group. Let's not forget about the 30-06. First group with the Terminal Ascent N550. I'll take that. And it was going over a little over 2,800 feet per second.
And I was like, huh. And I never thought of that. Oh, that's interesting. Then I thought about it.
2966. Same hole, 2952. Wow. Wow.
Good?
This is the last group that we did with the factory Weatherby ammo, 200 grain ELD-X. Wow, wow, wow. All right, we're gonna let Blake shoot the 340 Weatherby. This is a 225 TTSX with N160. Go for it, man. The kick's really not that bad. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, 2970. What did you think?
Not as bad, but it's definitely a little more.
Yeah. Back from the range. That was awesome. That Model 307 Alpine CT is an absolute tack driver. Okay, one of the first groups out of the gun with that Weatherby 200 grain right at MOA. 1-inch group. Pretty darn good. For a gun that has less than 10 shots through it. Awesome. And then we did do the other group that was, well, off the target. Didn't have anything to measure it, but I would probably say it was a 0.8, maybe a 3/4 inch group. And then finally, the owner of the rifle shot it, and holy cow, under quarter MOA. This factory ammo is really good, and the gun loves it. So, again, this is a 24-inch barrel, so I'm not surprised it's a little bit, about 40 feet per second slower than the box velocity, but ES of 14, really good stuff, Weatherby. Let's get to the 30-06. So we averaged 2819 feet per second and 0.8 inch group. Not too shabby. That's roughly almost about 100 feet per second faster than the factory ammo. So I think I'd want to test this again to see if it still stays sub MOA. But yeah, that's pretty darn good. 20 feet per second and sub MOA. Now, something I did not show on camera is we decided to start the beginning process of load development for that Model 307 300 Weatherby. So what did we pick? N560, the 180 grain TTSX. It's just an easy bullet to load for to get good accuracy. So I did a ladder test just to see where the velocity was and where we could load it in the future. And this is a 7-shot ladder test that's under 2 inches, and they are 1 grain apart. The top velocity we got was 3228 feet per second. All right, we decided to go one more. We saw no signs of pressure on the brass. Why not? Why not? Okay, that's 3228. And what's interesting is these outliers here are from the lower velocities. So this thing really started hammering when we were over 3,100 feet per second and over 3,200. So there's 3 shots there. There's that one. Man, there's a lot of potential. I'm real excited for what this gun will do in the future with 180 TTSX and N560. If you guys would like to see that with this Alpine CT, make sure to subscribe. It's going to be some fun stuff going forward.